I sat down with the director of National Anthem, Luke Gilford, to talk about his movie. This is his debut, and he says it's not about coming out, rather to find your own peers.
I feel like there's been enough films about coming out, and there's so many cliches around that. I hope that we're moving further and further towards a world where it's not even necessary to, come out necessarily. We're all, I think that those boxes and identity politics we're starting to get a little bit exhausted by that, where none of these labels and boxes can contain one person. We all have so many different layers and so many different times in our lives where we're different things.
From Colorado to the Bay Area, Luke went to San Ramon High School, and he shares his experience of making the movie.
It was a really beautiful process of writing down my experiences, finding this community and being so warmly welcomed into it, and feeling that real electric charge of belonging for the first time when I discovered this world. And so I started just writing down different characters and experiences, and then I'd written a short film with my friend David Larchman Murray back in 2016, and so then I brought him in to co-write with me once I had kind of an idea of the arc and the world, and that was such a beautiful process of kind of sharing this world with him as well, because he had no idea that this existed. And so it was just a really beautiful experience of taking my photos of this world. I had a book called National Anthem First of portraiture, so to sort of adapt these portraits that are all real people and kind of take their stories that I was hearing and find myself reflected back so much. It became less a story about me and more a story about kind of all of us.
The main character, Dylan, is played by actor Charlie Plummer.
Dylan is very much a sort of everyman, where he's the eyes and ears of the audience, discovering this world, the subculture of the International Gay Rodeo Association and this queer ranch called the House of Splendor, which really opens up his mind to so many possibilities, and he falls in love for the first time and really has the space for the first time in his life to discover who he is and the sort of multitudes within himself. And I think we all have that experience of finding our people and falling in love for the first time. So I do think that everyone is a bit of that character. We all go through those experiences.
Charlie has a lot going on in his life.
But somehow seeing you living your life.
But Luke says it's all about a healing process.
And I think people really feel that and are very moved by that, because it feels real that we have these experiences that change us and that move us deeply, and then it's kind of time to move on with how it's changed us. I think it's a pretty universal feeling of, how it feels, how heartbreak is, it sort of happens, and then we have to kind of pick ourselves up and keep going.
The movie has a mission to reframe the classical American cowboy stereotype
and to create a Western for our new world. And within these real communities, I've been seeing just this new archetype of a cowboy who is brave enough to get on a bull and brave enough to try drag. And I think that that's just deeply inspiring to see men who are comfortable enough in their masculinity to do both of those things.
Check out your stream services for National Anthem. In San Francisco, Gleidson Martins for News Up Now.